A South Texas tradition since 1964. This is Domingo Live with your hosts Rudy Trevino and Barbie Leo. Now here's Rudy and Barbie.
Good morning, buenos días, muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros. Su amiga Barbie aquí con ustedes. Rudy Trevino has a day off, so happy late 4th to each and every one of you. I hope that some of you are still awake on the way to work this morning. I still saw some fireworks, I think, going. You're still celebrating America's 250th, and so are we here on Domingo Live this morning. We have a treat for you. We have the Veterans Band with us, and I'm excited to announce that they're going to be performing with us, and they also have an announcement. Along with that, we are asking for donations. We're going to have a donation drive for the Venezuelan earthquakes. We're going to let you know exactly how you can help. I know that South Texas always shows up and shows out, so we're expecting you to help if you can, please. And also, fitness competition for women over 40. The amazing talented people over there at the YWCA has put this together, and it is something to get everybody up and moving and getting healthier, right? So let's get everything started on this Sunday, July 5th, the day after America's birthday, but we celebrate America's birthday every single day, right? So let's start it off with the Veterans Band of Corpus Christi right here on Domingo Live.
We're introducing the most famous American Revolution flag in honor of the 4th of July. The Betsy Ross flag has been introduced to commemorate the Lexington battle, the first battle ever fought.
Buenos días, feliz domingo. Les saluda Barbie Leo con su breve informativo de la semana. Comienza un nuevo calendario de fumigación contra los mosquitos zancudos en toda la ciudad. El Distrito de Salud informa que las cuadrillas realizarán fumigaciones durante las próximas 2 semanas hasta el día 10 de julio. Los tratamientos se llevarán a cabo desde la última hora de la tarde hasta la noche, siempre que las condiciones del tiempo lo permiten. Se recomienda permanecer dentro de la casa o de un lugar durante la fumigación, también guardar las mascotas y eliminar el agua estancada para ayudar a reducir la presencia de mosquitos en su vecindario. Un aviso sobre el mantenimiento de su césped para los residentes de Gregory está por ponerse en marcha una nueva iniciativa policial. A partir del día 15 de julio, la policía vigilará la presencia de ramas de árboles bajas, hierbas altas y otros desechos que obstruyan los vecindarios. Mientras tanto, se les recuerda que las ramas bajas deben cortarse para que no invaden los patios de sus vecinos y no cuelguen a menos de 14 pies de altura sobre las calles de la ciudad ni obstruir las intersecciones. Comunicarse también con la ciudad para la recolección de eliminación adecuada de los restos de vegetación voluminosos. Y residentes del condado de Brooks, presten atención si necesitan algún registro civil o como un certificado de nacimiento o de función. Ahora es el momento de transmitirlo a partir del próximo jueves 9 de julio. La oficina del secretario del condado y del distrito enviará dichos registros fuera de las instalaciones durante unos 6 meses. Las autoridades informan que esto se debe a una actualización del sistema para mejorar la precisión y la seguridad también. Durante este periodo todavía podrán accesar a dichos registros, sin embargo, el procesamiento podrá tardar más de lo habitual. Y con eso terminamos el breve informativo de la semana. Muchísimas gracias por hacernos compañía y ahora son pronóstico del tiempo.
This Domingo Live weather update is sponsored by Sames Ford.
It has been a hot start to July, but we've seen temperatures right around average in the afternoon, with that average temperature sitting at 93 degrees. Now, we haven't seen any rain over at the airport, but we are sitting at 18.5 inches this year. That does give us a surplus of 4 inches as we continue to go through a dry pattern. We're not going to see any rain for the first half of the week. All of the rainfall is really going to be confined to North Texas. But as we get towards the end of the week, that is when we could see a few isolated showers thanks to some moisture that is going to be entering in from the Gulf. You can see here, it looks like there is a tropical wave that has a lot of deep moisture associated with it that will be entering into South Texas towards the end of the week. And that will likely increase our rain chances as we go into Friday and Saturday. But for your Sunday forecast, we are looking at a pretty similar forecast to what we saw on the 4th of July. We're starting out with temperatures in the upper 70s and a little bit of cloud cover that will hang around through the morning and into the early afternoon. I do think once we get into the afternoon and the hottest part of the day, we will see a little bit more sunshine. We are looking at a high temperature right around 93 degrees with feels like temperatures that are going to peak at 110 degrees almost in Falfurrias. Now, even at the beach, we are looking at feels like temperatures over 100 degrees. So you're going to want to make sure that you are definitely staying cool out there. Now, if we take a look in the Atlantic, you can see we have lots of Saharan dust. This is what has been helping to suppress any tropical development. Now, we will be tracking this plume of Saharan dust into the coastal bin, but that's not going to get here till Wednesday or Thursday of next week, and that is when we are going to start to see some haze. Now, the thicker area of dust, that is actually going to end up into East Texas and the deep south, and it does look like we'll be avoiding that here in Corpus Christi. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We are pretty much in a rinse and repeat forecast with temperatures in the low 90s on a daily basis, a little bit of haze on Wednesday and Thursday, and an increase in rain chances as we get towards the end of the week.
Thank you, Hope. So today we're remembering Saul Padron on his birthday. Beloved Corpus Christi musician and guitar teacher. He died of cancer in May. He's known for his artistry, his skill, his support for all artists. He's one of the founders of the group Return to Sender. He was last on Domingo Live on the year 2019. So happy heavenly birthday, Saul Padron. Today, you're definitely missed. Thank you for being part of our family. You will always be a part of the Domingo Live family. And after this, we're also going to show you a past performance to Return to Sender. And that song is That Guy right here on Domingo Live.
Do I have to be that guy? The one in the mirror. About to begin, and if you see me around, don't you worry. I'm not the only one beating my sins. It's about that time I'm the next in line. Could someone get me another drink? My eyes are blind by these flashing lights. Who am I this evening? Why do I have to be that guy? Have to be that guy, the one in the mirror. Why do I have to be that guy?
Welcome back to Domingo Live. Muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros. What a treat for us this morning to have the Veterans Band here on Domingo Live performing and also talking to you about a place that they need to go to. We are actually having a fundraiser for the Veterans Band here in Corpus Christi. They are attending the American Jet Forum National Conference in Vegas. So Ram, tell us why it's important for the Veterans Band of Corpus Christi to attend this conference.
Well, it's quite an honor because it's a complete tribute to Dr. Hector P. Garcia. And so we're very honored to have been invited. And we're going to be doing two of his favorite presentations in Vegas. So we're deeply honored that we're part of that. And several Corpus Christi people will be also presenting. I'll be also involved with two of the speaking on Dr. Garcia's helping us develop 40 years ago. And here we are.
And here you are, you're still on Domingo, see? But talk to us about some of the issues that will be covered there at the conference.
Yes, we were very impressed that the veteran organizations, 7 VFWs around the area said, Ram, we're going to help the band, we're going to raise some funds. Had several calls from business people that said, Ram, I'm putting a group together of business people and we're going to help you get there.
Okay, so how can the community help? What can we do?
They can contact us at the Veterans Band. We're on Facebook. You can donate through PayPal, Veterans Band, PayPal. A lot of people have already donated, like the Disabled American Veterans, the chapter, and the ladies.
Okay.
And many other individuals have already donated, so we're often going. We'll be going.
Well, good.
Yeah,
You know, I know it takes a lot, and it does take a lot as far as
Yes.
financially. What is your goal?
Our goal is $68,000
Okay.
to cover the flight, the hotel, the buses to move us around, and all the meals since they're volunteers.
Okay.
And we'll be leaving on August the 3rd and coming back on August the 7th.
And how much have you raised so far?
Well, it just keeps coming in.
That's good.
Yeah, matter of fact,
You don't know.
we don't know
Because the numbers are still going up.
For instance, we played in Sinton last week, and this gentleman came over and said, hey, I want to donate $5,000. And I'm also going to put a group together and raise some more money for you guys. We've had 2 major people call us, which is great. But they said, if you keep our names now, everybody's going to be coming at it. But the reason they help us, because we don't drain the community. We don't have fundraisers every year.
No.
But yet people donate to us. So we have functioned for 40 years just by doing what we do.
Well, you know what? It's so important for, of course, the Veterans Band of Corpus Christi to be representing Corpus Christi there in Vegas at the convention. I know you don't want to name a lot of the sponsors, but are there any that you can name and thank? Or a message overall to the ones
Well,
that don't?
like I said, there's 7 VFWs.
Okay.
They have contacted us. They're doing fundraisers. The Disabled American Veterans already have donated the chapter and the ladies. We have received donations from individuals, from Renee and Emily Marroquin. We received $500 from them. We also received from Mr. and Mrs. Ramon Cipriano, also another $500. We also got pledged about $40,000.
Okay.
So we're about 2/3 there, but we're not there until we're there.
That's right. Well, so far, so good. So once again, Ram, if any of our viewers, if they want to donate, if they want to help you out, where can they go? How can they do it?
Please, Veterans Band PayPal, and you'll come directly to us, or send the mail to 1642 Sandalwood. Send checks, make them out to the Veterans Band of Corpus Christi, and we're an IRS 501(c) organization.
Perfect. And we'll also have all the information after Domingo Live, after the show, on our website at KIITV.com. What's your next performance?
Next performance is, we just finished Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and today. We're not done tonight. We'll be with the Del Mar Band at the concert tonight. And then we have 2 weeks kind of limped. We do have a chain of command coming up before We also the Pan American Association Convention in August. We have a retirement for the Navy base the 28th, and I think usually after 4th of July it's kind of light.
Okay.
But then August the 3rd through the 7th, when we get back, we got August the 8th, August the 12th, August the 16th.
I don't know how you keep going, but all I know is that I'm so glad.
And September, again, picks up because you have Gold Star parents, Gold Star mothers. You have POWMIA. We do the Patriot Parade in Gregory. We do the POW, the 9/11 ceremony. So September's, it just takes, October's kind of light. And November is like, we stay in uniform all week.
I know, might as well. Así se duermen. Listos. It sounds like that's what you need to do. Thank you so much once again for being here on Domingo Live. We appreciate it.
I would like to mention that one of the pledges is Mike Shaw.
Okay, well, thank you. Everybody that pledged.
And also the
thank you.
Avis, Jeff Bartle also he's the new manager of the Kia.
Perfect.
The Kia.
To everyone in South Texas that has donated and helped the Veterans Band of Corpus Christi, thank you so much. We appreciate all of your support. And here's another performance by the veterans of Corpus Christi right here on Domingo Live.
And we'll let you know when we're at the time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The flag of the 13 colonies. The flag of the 13 colonies, known as Betsy Ross, represents the American Revolution. We will do now a tribute to the armed forces that were established to fight for the American Revolution. The flag of the United States Army. The United States Army was established on June 14, 1775. And now the flag of the United States Marine Corps. The United States Marine Corps was established at a tavern in Philadelphia on November 10, 1775. And now the flag of the United States Navy. The United States Navy was established on October 13, 1775. But we didn't have any ships, so we had to wait a little while. That's the reason the order of the flags are in this order. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Navy. our 13 Collins flag and our armed forces flags march off as a salute to the American Revolution and the 4th of July celebration that we're enduring this weekend.
Welcome back to Domingo Live. Muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros on this Sunday, el día 5 de julio. Happy belated 4th of July and happy birthday, America. 250 years. We're so happy and proud to have the Veterans Band with us this morning. We're enjoying all of that. So we are wanting to help the Corpus Christi Venezuelan community this morning collect supplies for victims of the devastating twin earthquakes in Venezuela. With us this morning, we have Judge Joe Benavides, and we also have Dorly Espinosa from the Instituto de Cultura Hispánica. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to both of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course. So talk to us about some of the things that are needed. How can we help?
Okay. So first and foremost, we knew exactly what occurred, the earthquake, which probably injured about over 4,000 citizens over there in Venezuela. And I think death toll was about 235, 7.4 on the Richter scale. But what we wanted to do is that our Instituto, our nonprofit, have members from Venezuela. And we're a very compassionate nonprofit, the Instituto, and we decided as a board of directors, everyone decided to let's do something, a relief program to assist the Venezuela people.
You know, I was on the desk with John Thomas on a Thursday when we got the notification that a security officer was pulled out alive from one of those buildings. And so, you know, we were just talking about it. I said, we're going to have them on Domingo Live. This is something that we all have our eyes on. ¿Cómo puede nuestra comunidad ayudar? ¿Qué es lo que necesitan? Si nos puede decir. Dorly, ándale.
Sí, bueno, primero que nada, buenos días y gracias a Barbie,
Claro que
gracias
sí, claro que sí.
Yo por tenernos el día de hoy aquí. La actividad que nosotros estamos colaborando es recaudar todas las cosas que podamos para poder ser enviadas para el lugar de Venezuela. Como ustedes pueden ver, nosotros hemos compartido un poco sobre los artículos que necesitamos, como sean productos para de limpieza, productos para bebés, productos para diferentes ropa, ¿verdad? Entonces es muy importante que nosotros como comunidad colaboremos para recibir estas.
¿Y dónde pueden donar las cosas? ¿Dónde pueden ir?
Okay, so what we're going to do first and foremost is that all supplies, all the donations will be taken over to Heritage Park at our museum, 1617 North Chaparral. My phone number, if they want me to pick up the donations, I can do that. My number is 361-633-9308. Dorley Espinosa's phone number?
361-510-3149. And again, it's important for all the community to assist and help en representación con
No, claro que sí, absolutely. Cada vez que nuestra comunidad necesita algo, our South Texas community definitely show up and show out. So it's very important. I'm glad that you're both here on Domingo Live and asking for this help because it's definitely needed. Here are some of the items that are needed: non-perishable food items, bottled water, clothing for all ages for the entire family. Hygiene products, también baby formula. You know that that's needed. Diapers, wipes, and all the stuff that infants need. First aid supplies, any additional items that may support families in crisis, and the drop-off locations and hours we will have posted after Domingo Live on our website. When can they drop off the items, and is there a deadline?
Yes, starting effective today.
Okay.
And we're running it all the way through July 31st, and then we do our drop-off in Houston, Texas, to a group of Venezuelans down there that they have a nonprofit. And we just collect as much as we can from Corpus Christi, and I will transport it to Houston, Texas.
And you help so much with our community, Judge. Thank you so much for doing that. If you know, some of our viewers are watching right now, they don't have a chance to go shopping, monetary donations are always welcome. Where can they send those? Or how
Absolutely. The address is 1617 North Chaparral. Make sure that it's addressed to the Instituto Cultural Hispánica de Corpus Christi, the Museum of Hispanic Culture. We're located in Heritage Park, and money donations, diapers, canned goods, anything you could possibly donate. We're asking for everyone to donate the Instituto.
Now, if they can't drop off, is there going to be any pickups?
Yes, we will. Dorley and myself will do the pickup. And like I said, my phone number is 361-633-9308.
And my phone number is 361-510-3149 para todas las familias que nos están escuchando el día de hoy. Y con mucho gusto yo puedo ir a recoger los artículos. Yo sé que ahorita es un tiempo para todos.
Y nada más son dos personas. Necesitan voluntarios para ayudar.
Yes, we have the board of directors. It's us two here.
Yes, I know.
At Domingo Live, okay. But everyone's, you know, since we had our independence yesterday, happy belated 4th of July. And so we have the board of directors that are, and our volunteers prepared and ready to go. Perfect. And we're just two of almost 12, 13 volunteers, and we're just hoping that everyone can donate.
Now, for those in the community that are part of the Venezuelan community but not a part of the group, how can they be a part of the Venezuelan community as far as with the Instituto?
Yes, once again, if you want to be a part of the Instituto, please do give me a call, 361-633-9308. And I am Joe Benavides, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know me. But anyway.
Everybody knows Judge Joe Benavides. Come on now. Thank you so much. And you know, I know that I mentioned this earlier, that you're only two. I know that you have 12 more or 13 more, but volunteers are always welcome.
Yes, absolutely. Right? And just give me a call if you want to volunteer, and we would really appreciate it.
All right. Anything else that you would like to add? Una otra cosa que quiera decir.
Muy importante, podemos, como verdad parte de todo esto, nuestra gala que viene en septiembre.
Yes, yes.
Es muy importante para que puedan asistir. Son de otras actividades que tenemos en puerta, así que los invitamos. También no es necesario.
Yes, we have our international dinner coming up August 14th. The whole, you know, Corpus Christi invited, and also our gala September 19th. So.
And you can find all this information. I know that you're on social media. So.
And we have our webpage, ICHTX.org, and or just call me, and I'll pass the information out.
Instituto de Cultura Hispánica, so it covers a lot, not just Venezuela, but all the other ones as well. And
27 countries.
27 countries. So if you're a part of one of those, be a part of the Instituto, and they'll definitely welcome you with open arms. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Barbie.
Gracias, of course, of course. Vamos a regresar con más Domingo Live después de esto. No se nos vayan.
Good. Thank you, Barbie.
Welcome back to Domingo Live. Muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros. This first of its kind functional fitness competition for women ages of 40 and older in the Coastal Bend. We have details on the YWCA's Fit Over 40 Women's Fit Fest. And this morning we have Ashley Chapa and Emily Tittle from the YWCA. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So this is exciting. This is a brand new thing. This is the first time ever. So I want to know all about it.
Yes. Well, I'm going to let Ashley kind of highlight on this because she's a trainer.
Right, perfect. So this is actually the YWCA's 80th anniversary. So no better way than to create a celebration of competition to actually empower women. So the whole point, the whole mission is saying fitness is inclusive, right? It doesn't matter about what age you are, where you are in life. So what we've created is a fitness competition that has two races. So we have a modified race, we have an elite race. And this is going to open the floor up for anyone of any ability to be able to participate, get back into that fun competition, and really just be able to get involved with the community that's not only going to motivate them, but also give them modifications and make them feel empowered and included.
So how did this idea come about?
I think, when you think about women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, hormones change, perimenopause, menopause, and you have to think about longevity. And so women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, they either have children that are graduating high school, going to college. You've got women that are caregivers for their aging parents. And so, women are typically, the people that are the nurturers and they want to take care of everybody else, but they don't take care of themselves. And so it's a great opportunity for them to put themselves first, think about their health so that they can be strong and healthy to serve others. And so it's such a fun way to get competition going and just build that community amongst other women kind of going through the same life cycle.
I love that you said that because it is so true. We have to take care of ourselves first in order for us to take care of our families and our loved ones. But motivation, a lot of times, that's what we lack. Somebody else that's doing it, finding a community that's supportive. And this is definitely the event for that, right? So what kind of, exercises or programs are going to be introduced, or how is it going to work?
Great question, because we actually have a training schedule set up every Sunday, 5 to 6. We will get together, we'll go over the exercises, we'll go over the modifications. If you're in between which race to actually join, that'll be the great time in order to be able to discover that. And maybe you start off thinking you're going to be modified, and once training with us, you might just end up in the elite. And so, that would be over the time. You'll also find the exercises, videos of the modified and the elite version to show what to expect at the race itself.
So for those that have never, ever really been on a health kick, this is your opportunity. For those that need to get back on that train, right, on the health kick train, this is definitely the opportunity. It's basically something for everyone. And when Ashley says modification, it means that it'll make it to where it's comfortable for you and your body, whatever exercise that they're doing. It'll work the same, but a different way for you. So they're modifying it so you can feel comfortable. That's what that means. And you can learn more at this Fit Fest. And this is incredible. You'll learn a lot, and everything that you take, pass it forward and continue to do it, because once again, it is so important to stay healthy for your family and for your loved ones. Where can our community find more information on this?
On our Facebook page, the YWCA Corpus Christi. It's going to have information about the date. It's on Sunday, August the 23rd at 7:30. YWCA members, they only pay $25, and non-members is $35.
Perfect. So, thank you so much, ladies, for being here.
Thank you.
I'm excited about this.
I know, you got to join.
So now, for sure, you have to come every year to talk about that.
Right, absolutely.
A lot of those women out there. So thank you once again for being here. All right, vamos a continuar con más después de esto. No se me vayan.
Our next presentation is God Bless America. It's a tribute to the 3 countries that helped us. When we began our independence, we had no money, no weapons, no ammunition, nothing. But we decided the desire to be free, and we did this. Ladies and gentlemen, God Bless America. The 13th flag representing the American Revolution became the symbol of freedom all over the world. This flag was designed by Betsy Ross and is known as the Betsy Ross flag with 13 stars for the first 13 colonies. And now the flag of Spain. Spain was very angry at the British, and they offered to help us. Bernal Galvez, the governor of Texas and New Spain, organized a 2,000-man brigade. And they supported and fought the British from Florida all the way through the Mississippi to protect us our rear. They also provided cattle during Valley Forge winter to feed the troops. The Spanish also provided money and uniforms for the American Revolution soldiers. The Netherlands provided funding and weapons and ammunition for the new country. Their help made sure that the army that had just been established and the Marines had weapons and funds to support the war. France offered to help us with a navy. They finally arrived on October 19, 1781, which is when the British finally surrendered and we finally won our independence. It took 6 years of war. 6 years, ladies and gentlemen. July 4th, 1776 was just the Declaration of Independence. Then men and women continued dying for the freedom and justice. We almost fell apart, but without the help of Spain, the Netherlands, and France, we would have never made it. Ladies and gentlemen, we salute these 3 countries for their help. And God bless America. And God bless these countries for their help. The band is conducted by Jacob Torres.
That was amazing. Thank you so much to the Veterans Band of Corpus Christi for being part of Domingo Live. Also, the Instituto de Cultura Hispánica, to the Venezuelan community here in South Texas. Thank you so much for being a part of Domingo Live. The YWCA también. Thank you so much for always being a part of Domingo Live. And thank you for watching every single Sunday. Hasta la próxima. We'll see you here next Sunday. Adios.
Understand my questions. Your tell me, but nothing do I hear. It hurts so much to hear these words, but the message is still unclear. I know it's not a lot to ask, to be honest with me, but what can I say? Yeah, who's to blame? Tonight we will see, 'cause your eyes, they burn right through to my soul. And your eyes are windows to give me control. And your eyes, like fire, ignite the sky. And your eyes, they tell the perfect lie. The perfect lie.
Thanks for watching the #1 rated entertainment and information program in South Texas, Domingo Live.